I think the way you've gone about has been very logical. You've broken it down into very small, bite-sized pieces that people can take that on board. And not everyone thinks the same way. To me, getting people's mindset around that, and that we want to make everyone's job easier and better, and not do things the hard way. So I'm sure we'll gain, as a business, we'll gain a lot from this process.
From your feedback, you said, I don't want my competitors to know about this program, which I take it as a good compliment.
Well, it was meant to be a compliment. Yeah. I think from a business point of view, we probably will have learned a lot and come out of it a stronger company. It's been a really worthwhile exercise.
And you say Results 121 works.
I think it does. It's an opportunity to try new things, to getting everybody around a table, hopefully discuss things. And within a lot of businesses, that doesn't actually happen. Think of new ideas. How can we do things differently as a team? There are things that I found really profound, and it wasn't just a couple of little key phrases or points. It was actually applying them and thinking about them more.
Obviously, you know your stuff. You're passionate about what you do. You're passionate to get the point across and help people. Yeah, the format was great, and take my hat off to you, because I thought that you gave everyone a good diverse breaking down into chapters. Like yesterday with tools, you broke your tools down into 3 or 4 different things. So I think the more you break something down, the more you simplify, people will get an understanding. They're going to take it in at their own level. I thought from that point of view, even though we were sitting in a group, it was still like a one-on-one anyway.
I've started implementing a few things that are based on the course, and especially from the brown paper, giving the guys a little bit more direction. Some quite positive feedback actually from the guys, which is good.
That's also another way. Remember that Tiger example?
Actually, that was, for me, really quite beneficial, probably more than anybody else, because I actually have bipolar, and I do a thing called cognitive behaviour therapy, and they try to explain how that works, but they use too many big words, and they get all philosophical and all this rubbish and that. But the way that you explained it made it quite clear and simple. Really simple. You perceive, you think, you feel, you behave. Yeah. And in order to change one, you've got to change the others. And I've been applying some of that just to myself, my own emotion.
I'd never seen the can-do process, but in that format.
Simple.
Simple. That is a very simple way of assessing somebody, very quick. And if you do it very quickly and you don't think about it, you probably get a better outcome.
Command intent?
Yeah, intent. That's a very important statement, and I've never seen that before. I think it needs to be drummed into people right at the beginning. This is what we are going to be at the end of this process. Right, how we get there is through that, which I thought was pretty good. You've got a fairly good breakup. And there's a lot of topics that we covered.
Like the brainstorming thing, and I've shifted it, discussed that I think that's a brilliant idea, because we do have some people within my team that sit on the wall. They're not that confident and shy. This is a way that will draw them out. They have to be involved in it. I think that's really good. I'm going to start monitoring, not necessarily on an hourly thing, but daily, and I'll just be following up at the end of each day just to make sure that they are on track to be able to do it. To start with, just a couple of KPIs.
It's made me re-look at everything, the way I do it, the way I operate each day. We could be checking it as it goes and get a better result out of the actual job and not have to go through a bad job. But looking at different metrics for different operations and that is very important. We don't use a checklist a lot, and I can see areas where it would be useful, yeah.
It's interesting, everybody that was in this room have all come from completely different backgrounds, and to bring everybody in and to get them thinking the same way, it's an exercise. It really is. I think it's quite good.
But probably the most exciting thing out of the whole thing is the business can see they need to do something collectively to say, well, have we got the right people doing the right things? Is he better suited to do this?
Because we are looking to reorganise, some of the responsibilities within the business.
You're getting the right people in the right seat now.
All the green people, yeah. As a business, we haven't communicated our expectations terribly well in the past, but this is a start in the right direction. I make the joke about my competitors, but by all means, if you were to approach them, I have no real problems with that. It's been a really worthwhile exercise.
I'm just hoping that everybody embraces it for what it is.
And have you heard the saying that it takes 21 days to form a good habit?
No,
Yes?
no, I
It's
haven't heard
proven.
that.
Peter said that it's proven in Locker. 21 days for workers to get it right.
Well, there you go. 21 days to form a habit. Now, I already put in good habit. It wasn't good, was it? It was habit.
Habit. Bad habit also takes 21 days.
That's right. All habits.
All habits, yes.
There you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I'll remember that.